Honorable viewers, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Department of English. Today I would like to share with you I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud written by William Wordsworth. Today I will discuss about summary of I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, themes, structure and forms of I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, literary devices in I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, analysis, historical context, similar poems and about William Wordsworth. So let's get started. William Wordsworth's literary classic "I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud" has been dissected methodically for explicating the poet's mood, the surrounding location, the allegorical meanings, and the beauty of nature in full motion. The poet's love and proximity with nature have inspired and moved generations after generations of poetry, apathonists, and young minds. Summary of I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud describes a speaker walking aimlessly down the hills and valley when he stumbled upon a beautiful field of daffodils. The speaker, like William Wordsworth himself, is walking aimlessly down the hills and valley when he stumbled upon a beautiful field of daffodils. The speaker is transfixed by the daffodils seemingly wobbling, fluttering, and dancing along the waterside, albeit the text waves moved as fervently, but the beauty of daffodils outdid with flying colors. The poet feels immensely gleeful and syrupy at this mesmerizing naturalistic sight. Amongst the company of followers, he remains transfixed at those daffodils hovering with full vigor. Oblivious to the poet is the fact that this entire scenario of daffodils brings the poet immense breath and joy when he is in a trance mood or perplexed for that matter. His heart breathes a new life and gives him expansional happiness at a sight worth 1,000 odds. Themes in I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. Throughout I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, Wordsworth engages with themes of nature, memory, and spirituality. These three are tied together as the speaker, Wordsworth himself, moves through a beautiful landscape. He takes a pleasure in the sight of the daffodils and reviews his spirit in nature. At the same time, Wordsworth explores the theme of memory as he does in other works such as Tintin. The followers are there to comfort him in real life but also as a memory from the past. Structure and form of I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. The poetic form of I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud is composed of four stanzas of 6 lines each. It is an adherent to quatrain couplet or rhythmic style A B C C. Every line conforms to iambic tetrameter. The poem daffodils occurs within the A B C C parameter as it uses consistent rhythmic to invoke nature at each stanza's end. Moreover, it helps in creating imagery skillfully as the poet originally intended. The poem is flows akin to plant song in a rhythmic structure. Consonants and alliteration are used to create rhymes. Literary devices in I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. Wordsworth makes use of several literary devices in I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. These include but are not limited to similes, hyperboles, personification, and allusion. Similes are also used since the poet alludes himself to an aimless cloud as he takes a casual stroll. Moreover, daffodils are compared to star clusters in Milky Way to explicate the magnitude of daffodils fluttering freely beside the lake. At times, hyperbole is used to explicate the immensity of the situation. The allusion of daffodils to stars spread across Milky Way is on such instance. Furthermore, the daffodils are even made anthropomorphs in order to create a human portrayal of Mother Nature in this instance. Moreover, the poet has also used reverse personifications, equating humans to clouds and daffodils to humans with constant movement. Using this clever tactic, the poet brings people closer to NASA, becoming a hallmark of William Wordsworth's most basic yet effectual methods for relating readers with NASA, appreciating its pristine glory. Palestine glory. Daffodils celebrate the beauty of nature and its purity along with bliss of solitude. He dreams his solitude as an asset and inspires him to live a meaningful life. Analysis of I wandered lonely as a cloud. Stanza 1. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over valleys and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. The poet explains about his one day occasional aimless wandering. The term wandered means walking free of their one accord. The poet is referring to himself as a cloud in a metaphorical sense of the word. Although the clouds mostly travel in groups, this cloud prefers singular hovering. However, he clearly mentions he is passing through valleys and hills on a routine walk, simplifying the narrative. The poet comes across a bunch of daffodils fluttering in the air. He has dumbfounded by the beauty of those golden daffodils. Although yellow would be more suitable for daffodils, the poet intends to signify its beauty by using golden color. The daffodils are termed as host or crowd since they are together in a collective bunch. The daffodils are a source of immense beauty for the poet hailing from the Romantic era. Stanza 2. Besides the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. The daffodils are firmly perched beside a lake, beneath some trees. It's a windy day overall, and the flowers dance and fluttering as the wind blows. Let's take a step back for a brief moment to locate the premises of the poet's inspiration. The poet resided in the infamous Lake District, a region rich in scenic locations, entailing hills, valleys, and lakes. As a result, the location is realistic and its interesting. The poet refers to daffodils dancing a trait relatable to humans. The above allegory is a clear and direct referral to our native galaxy, Milky Way. The space continuum holds great mystery for our Romantic era poet as he envisions the daffodils to be in constant state of wonder as are the stars beyond the reach of humans. Stanza 3. They stretched in a never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. The poet makes an allusion to Milky Way, our galaxy filled with its own planetary solar systems stretched beyond infinity. The lake supposedly has a large area since the daffodils are dispersed along the shoreline. Along the Milky Way, premises like countless stars which the poet alludes to daffodils fluttering beside the lake. By 10,000, he meant a collection of daffodils were fluttering in the air, spellbinding the poet at the beauty of that scene. It's a just wild estimation at best as he supposed 10,000 devils at a glance. The term sprightly comes from a spirit which is primarily dandy little spirits people deemed existed in such times. They are akin to fairies. Historical context to I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. Hailed as the champion of the Romantic movement in the early 19th century, William Wordsworth dwelt in Scenic Lake District, United Kingdom, performed the Madding Crowd. Its roots can be traced back to Dorothy on Wordsworth's journal, in which she reminds a casual stroll with his brother in 1802 where they came across beautiful daffodils. The poem was composed within the time period of 1804 to 1807 and subsequently published in 1807 with a revised version published in 1815. The poem is considered as a masterpiece of Romantic era poetry steeped in our natural imagery. Walking along the Glencoe Bay, the sibling stumbled across beautiful daffodils along the bay. As the sister's journal recalls, the daffodils seemed immensely beautiful from a far off view. It was truly a magnificent sight. Similar poems. One of the obvious choice is Wordsworth's own lines composed a few miles above Tinton Abbey. In this poem, he also explores memory and how beautiful natural places and be comforting even from the distant past. Other good examples include like Hymn to the Spirit of Nature by Percy Bysshe Shelley as well as The Lake Isle of Innisfree by W. B. Yeats and To Autumn by John Keats. About William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth, 1770 to 1850, wrote beautiful poetry filled with sweet imagery, usually based around the natural world. Often his poem contained slight somber undertones, as is the case in this poem, as we will explore shortly. This is possible due to the conflict in Wordsworth's life and his battle with depression. Some scholars suggest that Wordsworth's relationship with his sister Dorothy was from platonic, but Wordsworth did marry and lived with both his wife and sister. Wordsworth lived through the French Revolution, which he at first supported and later rebuked. Wordsworth, along with close friend and fellow poet Samuel Coleridge, were pioneers of the Romantic era of poetry, and Wordsworth's earlier Romantic poems were widely derided as a result of this. He was also the poet laureate of Queen Victoria for a period of 7 years. So that's all about for the timing. Thanks for patience sharing. Bye bye.